What is up, guys? This is the NJB here, and I'm back again with another video. I know it's been a while, but there was something I noticed during the just finished international break that I feel like we have to talk about. So, what I'm talking about is advertisements during international matches. I was watching the Brazil game between Brazil and Tunisia. This isn't the first game I watched it, but it was one of the first games I was kind of like, wait, hold on. What's going on here? At around the 15 or 20 minute mark between those two, the game started showing advertisements. And if you're not someone who watches soccer or football, whatever you want to call it, we do not have advertisements during first half or second half of the game. This is not something that's common in football, and we do not want it in football. Yet, here in the US, I don't know if it's different where you were watching it, but here in the US on Bein Sports, they played advertisements. And this generally gets me mad because I've always kind of feared how football would start getting more advertisements and become more, advertiser friendly. Because in American sports, it is crazy. NFL, NBA, baseball, all American sports, there's always advertisements. There are tons of breaks in the games, and it's just part of American culture now. But that's not the same for football. What we the fans like about our sport is that we watch first half, we watch second half, we can watch the game uninterrupted, and sometimes extra time. We can watch the games uninterrupted, no ads. But it seems like they're changing that. Now there are ads during the match. I've already seen more aggressive pop-ups during some Premier League games this season. Can't exactly remember which ones, but I've already seen some more aggressive pop-ups, like ad banners are taking up a little more of the screen, and it does this a lot more than it would in the UK. So we already know American broadcasters really want to have more advertising because that's basically the norm in the States, and they probably want to add it to football. But this goes against the culture of football. We enjoy our sport a lot, and we do not want to see advertisements in it. And I was even thinking, what happens if one of these ads pops up while a goal is being scored? Well, lo and behold, I'll try and put the video I took in this YouTube video, but hopefully I don't get a copyright because you know how they are. But it actually happened. I believe the fourth or the fifth goal that Brazil scored in the game, it came during an advertisement. As soon as the game came back, you see the Brazilian player running off about to celebrate the goal. And I'm just like, it's like, oh, who could have predicted this would have happened? Remember, football is not a sport where the game has pauses. We don't have water breaks and timeouts like other games. I mean, there have been a little more water breaks nowadays, but it's generally not a sport where there's a lot of breaks and there's a lot of time to have advertisements. So when they show an ad during the game is still going. There could be anything that's being shown during that period, and this just interferes with the sport and the immersion completely, and it's not something we like. And look, I'm pro-America, I'm pro-capitalist, I love everything America stands for. I've grown up here, obviously I have citizenship, whatever. But this is not something I want in football. This is different culture entirely. Americans don't really understand it, and we can kind of even see that with how the Blazers are united and make a mess of that. But still, this is really not something I want to see more widespread, and I'm just very disappointed, especially because Bein Sports is probably, they have some of my favorite American commentary, but if they're going to be showing advertisements during games, I mean, I just don't like it. Now, luckily, I've only seen this in international games. I know they also host the French league games, like the PSG, the only French team I really watch, but I haven't noticed it with those teams, so that should be good. But I feel like this is something you give them an inch, they take a mile, and this really isn't something that I want to see become more widespread. So that's all I wanted to talk about. Really don't want to see more advertisements coming in football. I really hate to see it. It cuts me mad. My dad's much older than me, so I've been watching football longer than I've been alive, and he wasn't happy either. You see an advertisement pop up, we were just like, wait, we're still watching a game. This isn't halftime. This isn't before the match. I even checked the timeline in the video to make sure that we were still watching it live and it didn't restart. Sometimes it does it, but nah. This happened during the game, and it's really frustrating to see. I really just hope it doesn't become more mainstream, but who knows. I already think that a lot of football matches that stream outside of Europe, we already get more ads anyway. I know in the Mexican league it gets a lot more ads than the US, and the US is already moving towards that, so I really just hope it doesn't get too far. But anyways, that's all I wanted to make a video on. You guys can see this is something that's got me a bit more frustrated, not like super frustrated, but like it's just something that I was just like, you know, I gotta talk about this, I gotta make another video about it. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys also noticed this, let me know in the comments below. I just didn't want to make this video too long, but yeah, this is just something I just don't want to see become more common and normalized. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers, mates.